everybody, and welcome to the vlog. And that's right, we are going to cut a couple touches of eggs. I know we were on a journey out to Utah and you guys missed some egg cutting, so let's just jump into it. We got 3 clutches today. The first one is actually a het albino to an albino ball python, so theoretically I should get some albino ball pythons in here. I will say that there's a chance that this isn't a het because the father to this clutch was actually an albino as well as another animal, so we think the albino fathered it. We won't know until we get into it. The first egg was actually a normal, but these babies will be 100% albino at least because they were fathered by an albino. Let's go ahead, get into the second egg, and hopefully we can prove this little girl out as a het albino and get some beautiful little baby albinos. Let's see what we have here, number 2. Oh, still not a good sign. We got 2 normal ball pythons so far, so again, het for albino, but no albinos. Come on, please. Let there be some albinos in here. I want to see. Oh, yes! It proved out. Yes, it is a het albino. We got our first little baby albino right here. Absolutely adorable. That is such a relief, you know, when you raise a female up for 3 years and you're like, I think it was that father, but there was another male in. You never know. So now at least we know what the father was, which is an albino. Absolutely incredible. Now we just have to get some more albinos in this clutch and see what happens. On theory, half should be albino, and sure enough, another albino ball python. Listen, albino ball pythons are amazing. They become pretty affordable now, but the first ones were being sold for $15,000 plus. Matter of fact, the first one I bought was a female albino from a guy named Jamie Quick for 15 grand for a female albino. Took me 3 years to get her up to size to breed, but we did produce albinos from her, and a lot of our founder stock actually comes from that original female albino I did. This is another normal het for albino animal here, so we're doing pretty good right now. We got 2 albinos and 3 hets. And guess what? Our odds are working out pretty good in this clutch for sure. We actually have another albino, so we have 3 albinos, 3 hets so far. Let's see what we have going on here. Hopefully we can beat the odds on this clutch. Uh-oh. Another het albino. We've got 2 eggs left, so theoretically, we're either going to have an extra albino or a bunch of extra hets. We're not really sure, so I'm going to go ahead and hope for an albino here. Yep, looks like we've got another albino here. All right, so far we are really good. We've got 4 albinos and 4 hets. 1 last egg. Are we going to beat the odds with the albino, or are we going to get a het? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see what we got. Come on. Oh, it looks like a normal het albino. But listen, that's still really good odds. The fact that we got 4 albinos and 5 het albinos, I'll take that every day. And we're able to prove out that female, which is absolutely incredible. So that's the first clutch down. 2 more to go. And this next clutch was super exciting. And as you can see, we already have a few ball pythons that are either pipped out or even 100% hatched out. As a matter of fact, the first one right here is a little Woma lesser pinstripe, but not just a normal Woma lesser pinstripe, because the female was actually a super paint ball python. Now, the paint ball pythons are really a slight codominant animal, at least they're called codominant, but the visual paint aren't that very different, just slightly different, but the supers are really cool. So the fact is that everything in this clutch is a paint ball python that obviously is het or whatever for super paint, right? So there hasn't been a tremendous amount of people that have worked with the super paints for a while, so the fact that we have a Woma lesser pinstripe paint here is pretty awesome. And then this other animal that is out right here is actually a Woma paint, and you can definitely see that the paint influence is pretty interesting, because this definitely doesn't look like a normal Woma ball python, so that's pretty cool. Again, I don't know if anyone's ever produced a Woma paint yet, so it's pretty incredible. We're excited about that for sure. So we're going to go ahead and just dive into the rest of this clutch because it's going to be absolutely amazing. I am super excited about the next generation, so when I raise all of these up and breed them back, wow, some super paints of all this stuff going to be insane. But we're going to jump into this first egg right here. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, so this looks like a Woma lesser paintball python, and again, every animal is going to look a little different than a Woma lesser or whatever the actual mutations are, because of course that paint influence is going to change it. So I'm just excited because I'm not 100% sure. This one's cut up a lot by that egg tooth. Ooh, and this is kind of interesting. Okay, this looks like just a pinstripe, but the paint influence has really changed the look of it. I like that a lot. I tell you, that painting is absolutely incredible. All right, we're going to move on to egg number 3, see what else we have here. Okay, so this is interesting because this is actually a paint ball python. So you can see it doesn't look quite like a normal ball python. It's got just a little different look to it, and that's what's going to be influencing all the rest of these animals, right? Is that slight difference. So I'm glad we produced a paint so you guys can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. This cute little monkey's head's out right here, so I've got to do a really good job of just kind of somehow cutting around to where I don't hurt the animal. So I'm going to just make a little slit and slowly work towards this thing's head. I can hopefully kind of connect the two together. I'm going to just slightly tear this right here so I can get in. Now I can cut the egg and see what's inside of here. Its head looked really cool, so I don't know exactly what it is. This is so cool, and I tell you what, guys, I am so excited about the influence that that paint has. This is actually a Woma pinstripe that is, of course, a paint because everything is a paint. This egg right here already hatched out one of these two little monkeys. This egg also hatched out. This one is pipped out, but I don't know what's inside it, so we're going to go ahead and cut this and see what is in here. Okay, we have another Woma pinstripe paint, and that is really cool. I love the way these guys are looking. Let's see here. Now we got another egg. Just a few more eggs to go. Okay, another pinstripe paint. Gosh, these guys are so cool. So we did hit the all-gene animal right here with the Woma lesser pinstripe paint ball python, but we've only hit one of the all-genes so far. So let's see if we get any more. Okay, this one's interesting. Okay, this looks like, again, another Woma lesser paintball python. I can't wait till these all hatch out because they're going to look so different and so cool. So I'm loving it. 2 more eggs to go. Hopefully we'll hit another all gene, but I'm not going to get greedy because I'm already really happy. Oh, and look at this one. This little monkey's head's just coming out right here. As soon as I cut it, it just popped its out like, welcome to the world, little buddy. Okay, back to this egg. Okay, this is another just normal paint ball python here. Doesn't have any of the other genes in it. And then last egg, guys, in this clutch, and we've got one more clutch to cut right after this. It's been a good day so far. And then this is, again, just another Woma paint ball python. So all in all, some incredible babies in this clutch. I tell you what, like I said, I'll raise probably the majority of this clutch up. And when these guys breed and get a bunch of super paint of all these genes like lessers and all kinds of stuff, it's going to be absolutely stunning. Last clutch is actually just a het ghost, but it's bred to a fire yellow belly. So I'm only really expecting like fires, yellow bellies, and fire yellow bellies that are possible het ghosts. But you never know until you get into it. So let's just jump in and maybe I'll get lucky and produce some crazy stuff, you know? You never know what's going to happen. As far as crazy, the first one, not so much. Looks like just a normal ball python. So, but it is a possible heifer ghost, but that doesn't really matter that much these days. We're going to jump into egg number 2. And these guys are little boob eggs too, so this next one here is definitely just a fireball python. Now the fireball python, again, is co-dominant for black-eyed leucistic. So there's the blue-eyed leucistic, then the black-eyed leucistic. That's a het for black-eyed leucistic, essentially. So let's go ahead and see if we start to get anything else. I was kind of hoping, I don't know why, I had this feeling like maybe we'd produce something real crazy in this clutch. But right now it's just another normal ball python pos het. So, so far the first 2 clutches had some amazing things. And hey, listen, I've always said this, guys. I love hatching snakes no matter what they are, so it's really cool. Again, another fireball python. So we haven't even hit the double codon yet, which is a little bit weird, but that's okay. We've got 2 more eggs till we wrap up the egg cutting for the day. Let's see, another normal ball python. Wow, these odds are pretty bad on this last clutch, but hey, one last egg. I want to end the day on a good note, so we'll hopefully get that double codominant here. And no, it looks like just a fireball python. So what's really weird is this was a fire yellow belly, but we didn't hit 1 yellow belly out of 6 eggs, which is really unusual. But it happens, and like I said, sometimes the odds gods are with you, and for the most part they were today. The last clutch kind of got a little bit of the better part on our side, but that is it for egg cutting for the day. I wanted to share something with you guys really quick. This, of course, is my emerald tree boa cage, which I absolutely love. The waterfall and all the kind of just total, you know, kind of way this animal always sits up on this branch and looks so good. But the last few days it's actually been kind of stuck in shed. And, you know, this might help some of you guys if you ever have an animal stuck in shed. Well, with emerald tree boa, it's a little bit different because you can't really soak them. Oftentimes, I'll tell people, if you have an animal that's stuck in shed, put it in 1 inch or 2 of water and just soak it. The fact is, with emerald tree boas, typically, if you soak them even in 1 inch of water, they'll oftentimes drown. Now, weirdly enough, some people have success soaking green tree pythons, but emerald tree boas, it's just kind of a no-no. So what you do is you can put them in a tub just like this and actually just put damp paper towel all around the animal. So we have this damp paper towel all over the place, and we've just kind of put her all in here, and you can see she'll just soak up all that moisture, and hopefully within maybe a 3 or 4 hour soaking like this, without her actually being in water, she'll actually shed out and be fine. It doesn't happen often because, again, the humidity is really high. We've got damp substrate, we've got this big waterfall, so it's kind of unusual that they wouldn't shed like this. Matter of fact, this is the first time she's ever been stuck in shed, but this is a great technique that works really well if you're ever concerned about actually leaving your animal soaking in water. Again, most animals can do it no problem. As a matter of fact, some animals can soak for days in water, but with emerald tree boas, this is the technique we use, and she should be out of shed here later today. Eric, what is going on?
What's happening, man?
Seems like it's been forever, man.
Dude,
Between
I
traveling
know.
and everything, so what's going on?
I miss you.
Got a little haircut.
Got a little haircut. It gets hot up there, okay? It's like a mop head. It's hot in here, so I gotta be agile and aerodynamic. You know what I mean?
For those of you guys that don't know, Noah is actually in Hawaii right now visiting my family because I have family that lives in Hawaii. So
Thanks for reminding me.
Is it
I come
boring?
in every day. Usually I'm like a little puppy waiting for my owner to get here. You know what I mean? But it sucks because it hits 12 o'clock and I'm looking for him. I'm like, oh, he's out of town. But
yeah, it's
it'll be
it's
better
awesome.
when he gets back in
Exactly,
town. I miss
yeah.
him.
Oh yeah, well I miss the kind of hilarity that comes with Eric and Noah too. So not to mention, you guys did a bunch of Noah tours.
Oh my gosh, you were out of town, and I think people were going to book tours with you, and they're like, "Oh, we'll do them instead," or since he's not here. So no, it was a lot of fun. It was a blast. We got to meet a lot of cool people.
Well, that's awesome. That's cool. Well, Noah will be back, and his videos will be back too. I know he needed a little mental break, so you get a little break from getting bit up and stuff like that. So it's all good. So that is that, and I'll let you get back to work.
Awesome.
It's that time of year when we've got snakes hatching like crazy. So that's my job. Once Brian goes through all the eggs and shows you guys, I got to get them all their new homes. So that's what I'm working on. Each baby gets a shoebox of its own. I have to figure out where they're going to go because we're getting really tight on space right now. So part of it is creative, but I've got a few spots here that are available. So I'm going to set those up first, and then after that, who knows, I'll figure it out. So I better get started because I've probably got 15 to 20 clutches today that need to get set up.
And with all that said, I am going to end the vlog and wish you guys an amazing day. I love your beautiful faces. Do me a favor and be kind to someone. Just go out and be kind to someone today. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.